And we're back with the MRC Gt3 World Series, but this time we are doing Lobby 3 at Deep Forest. Obviously I'm just covering this for Brucey, the crazy Brit, as he's got a few technical issues. I'm just going to make sure I'm live. Bear with me. Yes, we're live. Hope everyone's alright. Obviously this nice change of weather. So, Lobby 3. And obviously this is just a replay I've done. So, after qualifying, we have Evil Knievel in a Ferrari on pole, Halder in second with the Audi, Rossi in the updated Ferrari in third, fourth is Kenobi in a Ferrari, Dennis in the Porsche, Brucey in the Honda NSX, I do like that car, Locke in a Ferrari, the OG man himself, Mark Capman in a Subaru, and that was in eighth. Ninth is Wolf in the VW, Black Rhino in a Porsche, Marco in the Nissan Skyline, and last but not least is Smiles in the Beamer. We'll jump back to the front. We're already on 3 lights, so we're an hour's race, 43 laps, whichever way you want to put it. 4 lights, 5 lights. Out the door, you can hear the roar of that Audi. Everyone gets away brilliantly. But Evil's out in front. As we head down to turn 1. Hopefully no incidents. As we go through the field. Everyone gets away. Ooh, Locke a little bit wobbly coming out with that first corner. Yeah, everyone gets away really cleanly. As we go through the twisty section, the complex of turns through Deep Forest. Matt Capman in 12th at the moment. Black Rhinos at the 11th. Smiles has made it up to 10th. Marco 9th. And we have a battle already, nearly 3 wide. Need to space themselves out just a little bit. You've got plenty of laps. Brucey making his way up to 5th. Then we go to Kenobi, who's in 4th. But the top 3, it seems like they're starting to pull away. Just bear with me a couple of minutes, just reply. So out in front at the moment is still Evil in the older Ferrari. And he's on the soft tyres. Halder running great in second place at the moment in the Audi. Medium tyres on. And then third is Rossi. He's also on the hard tyres. I wonder if he's going to do the free stop and then get rid of them. Kenobi's 4th. Hard tyres. Brucey, mediums. Puts the move back on Locke. Oh, slight tap there from Locke. Doesn't know which way he wants to go. He's on the medium tyres as well. Dennis on the hards. Brucey's on hards. And then we go down to Marco, really getting stuck in now with Black Rhino. And again, a few battles at the back of this group as well. Wolf gets past Black Rhino. We'll catch up with the tyres on these once they settle down a little bit better. Smiles has dropped down at place. But my Capman's there though. Can he go further up the field? Oh, and a big slide there for Black Rhino off in the exit. Now Mark Capman's putting the move on Smiles. He's trying to find a way. She's defending well. Can he make the move now? Just looks like he's a little bit too far away. Smiles runs it massively wide. Oh, and a little bit of a slide. That's going to allow Mark to get through. Is it? Not quite. So Black Rhino's in 10th. Wolf is on the hard tyres. Black Rhino's on hard tyres. Smiles is on the mediums. And so is Mark on the mediums. There's Brucey there. Chasing down Locke. He's not letting him out of his sights. Dennis up into 5th at the moment. Puts a personal best sector in. Kenobi pulling away from Dennis. Obviously making tracks. Then we have Rossi out in 3rd. Alder in 2nd in the Audi. And then we have Evil still out in front. Puts the purple sector in. I don't think Halder's too far behind him, no. We'll keep an eye on it because it does look like Halder's catching him. Again, obviously with the replay, I don't get the time gaps between them. I wish to put them on. And we have Rossi out in 3rd at the moment. Kenobi's not too far behind him, no. Still in picture for him. Move further back. Does look like Dennis. And what's happened to Brucey? Where's Brucey gone? Oh, he's coming the pits. He's entered the pits just to get rid of them hard tyres. He's also picked up a half-second penalty. Smiles. See, down to 11th now. Matt Cartman did get past it. Again, the guys are just spaced out a little bit at the moment. She's still trying to find the feet. Still early days. But it looks like Mark Capman's on the charge. Goes through the complex of turns. Chasing down Black Rhino. Again, the different tyre choices will be playing a part. Go through. Wolf is 8th. Marco in the Nissan, out in 7th. Locke down at 6. Has he been in the pits? I don't think he has. Does look like he's lost a few places, but he's going to try and challenge Dennis. Doesn't quite get it done. Trying to correct the car going on the entry. A little bit strange. See Marco there. Trying to use every bit of that exit. This is the battle at the moment. Can Dennis keep it together? It looks like Locke's going to put the move on him on the first bend. He does. So that's Locke back up to 5th. Obviously out Kenobi, still out on his own at the moment. And the fastest lap so far is a 1:28.5 by Evil. And we have Halder still running in 2nd. Does look like now he's starting to fall away from Evil. Evil there with a fantastic looking livery on that Ferrari. Actually some good liveries on these cars as well. So try and get some images of them. She's gone for the more traditional Ferrari livery. Kenobi's gone for a purple looking one with a bit of white. Locke's gone for the old Ferrari red. Dennis, the multitude of colours. Marco. Nice looking colour that one actually, for his livery. We have Wolf with black livery. His name down the sides. Black Rhino in a Coca-Cola type livery. And we have Matt Capman. Bit of a mixed one for Matt Capman, that. It's a BTC livery, obviously with the Bolton team sponsors on it. And we have Smiles, the Skechers livery. Rossi's been in the pits as well. He's Brucey. Down to the first corner. He's on the soft tyres. Can he make some spaces up now? Obviously still a few more people that go in the pits. Again, this is going to be the big part of the game, the race. That's the strategies. As it goes round the complex of turns. I do believe Brucey was on his wheel. He's getting to learn that now. For years, he's doing a stellar job with it. Rossi out in 11th at the moment. Obviously, he's gone for the medium tyres and a full tank. Smiles. Still plenty of laps for fuel. Out in 10th. And we have Matt Catman now chasing down Black Rhino. And he's picked up a half-second penalty for his troubles there. So that'll be down the back straight where he loses the penalty. So that's just going to drop him off the back of Black Rhino if you can't catch him up. Again on different tyres as well. So it does like Mark is catching him up. I'll just grab a quick drink, guys. See now, Mark is all over the back of him. Still got that half-second penalty though. We'll jump on board. Oh, Black Rhino kicks up the dirt. Manages to keep hold of the car as well. Now they're coming down to the corner for the back straight. See Wolf Motorsports just ahead of him. Oh, a little bit of a lunge there for Mark. Oh, gets it all out of shape. Very unlucky there. If he didn't lose it there, he may have just kept him within distance of Black Rhino. Now he's took his penalty. He's got to do it all over again. Move up the field. So there's Dennis. Does look like he's starting to chase down Kenobi a little bit. Again, different tyre choices. See, again, some people use a bit more fuel than others as well. There we have Locke, half-second penalty. So that's going to allow Kenobi to catch up. So go up top. Top two still, Halder and Evil. Does look like Evil's conserving a little bit of fuel just to make the stint longer on them softs. Another purple sector as well. He's gunning for it. Again, it's an extra point for having the fastest lap. And Locke has took his penalty. Needs to come off the racing line, not to take the penalties, just so it doesn't cause any disruption. And he bins it right on the final corner. So now he's dropped down 2 places. So that's Kenobi up the 3rd. Dennis is now up the 4th. Sixth is Marco. And Wolf's out on his own as well at the moment. Black Rhino slightly pulled the gap away from Matt Catman. Smiles still out in 10th, holding her own. Rossi still in 11th. And then we have Brucey down in 12th. As he had a bit of an incident as well on lap 7. Again, it's still early days. Let's go through. Oh, Matt Catman gets it on the back wheel on the grass. But he's closed the door up again on Black Rhino. Now can he do something on this lap as they head towards the back straight? Again, I will do the driver of the day for this one as well, for a bit of fun. So if you do think of someone at the end of the race, please do put a comment down. Now we have the battle between Smiles and Rossi. Rossi does the job. gets ahead of Smiles. A little bit sketchy between them both there. So now Smiles is coming back at him. Rossi's just holding out in 10th. So some good little battles going on as well. As you can tell, obviously 8th and 9th battling. Move up. Wolf's out on his own. Now we have Marco literally starting to close down on Locke. Dennis up the 4th. So again, there's a lot of the guys still need to pit. So obviously positions will change. And we have Kenobi still out in 3rd. Halder in 2nd. And then Evil. Not getting too far away from Halder, to be honest. I don't think the gap's changing much. See how Evil just slightly quicker on some laps than Halder. Both putting in an average time, shall we say. And Kenobi. Dennis is there as well. And Locke. And Marco. Looks like Locke's coming in. Now, so he's going to drop down maybe towards the back end of the grid. And also Wolf's come in. And Mark Capman's coming as well. So now Rossi is going to start pulling places back now. So that will leave Locke, Wolf, Mark Capman, Smiles in the pits. And then Brucey, can he make up places? But it does look like, does Locke get out in front of him? No, Brucey gets past. So he's made up a few places. I think Locke has only come in for fuel by the looks of it. He hasn't changed his tyres. But we have Brucey still on the softs. We have Rossi obviously out in 7th at the moment. Black Rhino's moved up to 6th. Marco's 5th. Closing down on Dennis. And now Halder's come into the pits. Kenobi still out in 3rd. Is he going to make a pit? No. He's going to stay out a little bit longer. Then we have Evil out on his own. Oh, gets it all wrong there. So his tyres are now starting to degrade. Starting to go low on fuel. Obviously he's picked up a half-second penalty as well. So again, obviously with everyone changing going into pits, so again people will move around. So it's going to be an interesting last quarter of the race, I think. Kenobi still in 2nd. Fuel lights on though. And we have Dennis. Still got plenty of fuel for another lap or 2, maybe 3. Black Rhino out in 4th. Rossi 5th. Halder come out in 6th. Again, he's gone in for fuel, not changed his tyres. Whereas if the tyres are good enough, carry on with them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think it just depends on the track and the conditions. Now we have Locke starting to get on the back of Brucey. Just seems that Locke's got a squirmish car coming off the exits. You can see there Brucey with his indicator on. Obviously he's going to turn left because it's a hairpin. I think he has his adders on there at one point. But then Locke sends it up the inside of him. Obviously Brucey's not got a challenge at the moment. His tyres aren't up to it. Just lets Locke go past. But he's still sticking with him. No, that's the thing. Black Rhino's now in the pits. So he's going to drop down towards the back end. He also just took on fuel. We'll check when he comes out. Nope, he's gone for a full fresh medium set. Then we have Smiles down in 12th at the moment. On the racing hards. And now we have Evil in the pits now. Let's move up through the field. Dennis, his fuel lights on. Is he going to come in the pits, or is he going to do another lap? He's going to get every single drop of fuel out of that tank. Obviously Kenobi's in the pits. So Dennis now moves into first, provisionally. Where does Evil come out? Obviously he's going for a full tank. And I presume he's changed his tyres. And Kenobi fueling up as well. Now Evil's been released from his pit crew. Out he goes. He's going to drop down to third, but closely followed by Aldair. Evil's gone for the hard hot tyre option, but as you can see, Aldair's mediums are starting to wear. Where's Kenobi come out? He's come out in 7th, and he's gone for mediums. Now we have Brucey and Locke. This is going to be a battle now. As Locke has got his half-second penalty again, but you see him fighting the Ferrari on in and out the corners. He's also got traction on. Car looks really squirmish. So it's going to help Brucey. Now we're on the back straight. You can see now the warning sign for Locke. Can Brucey get that gap right down and get back up to 5th? It was got a late break. Does Brucey get the switch back? Again, that Ferrari's really, really squirmish. But Brucey's right on the back of him now. But Brucey's coming to pits. So is Dennis. So this is going to change things around. And there we have Rossi still out in first. Oh, and Aldair's got past Evil. I do apologise if I missed that. But again, it does take a couple of laps for them hards to finally kick in and start working. I think it's about 4, maybe 5 laps before they actually start doing something. It's not much, but he may only stay out for 3 laps on them though, just to use them and get rid of them. Oh, Aldair saves it. That could have been a bit of trouble for him. See there, Evil. Oh, starting to get the back of him now. See how he takes the corner. Gets the apex. Aldair runs it wide. Evil gets the right apex. But I thought he was going to come in the pits then. Obviously that's part of the racing line, just where the camera angle was. We'll move down the field again. Locke, he's picked up another half-second penalty. He's collecting them like he's collecting Dennis's sweeties. Then we have Kenobi out in 5th. Dennis in 6th. 7th is Marco. Then we have 8th is Wolf. And then Black Rhino in 9th. Matt Catman in 10th. Brucey 11th. And then we have Smiles in 12th. to the front. No, it's still Rossi out in the lead. Evil still has the fastest lap, 128.0. Then Halder still in second though. Again, Evil's not giving up. Don't think he's going to. Then Locke again going to take another penalty, so this is going to allow Kenobi to catch up as well. Can Kenobi catch him up? You can see Dennis in the background as well. And they're both in Ferrari machinery. Again, that Ferrari just doesn't like to be unsettled. As we go around now, going on to lap 17, 43. So again, tyre wear, fuel wear, and pit strategies will all come into play yet again. And now we have Marco being chased down by Wolf. German v Japan. Marco lets it run wide. Does he get the switch back? He's going for it. Just not quite. Wolf's just got the better exit. But he's not giving up just yet. See, Marco's on the hard tyres and Wolf's on the mediums. So again, tyre choices. Back up the field, down the field. And then we have Black Rhino out in 9th. Mark Atman in 10th still. As you see, his traction control starting to work when it flashes red. Brucey out in 11th still. And we have Smiles in 12th. Doing a solid job. Being the first season in GT3. We have Rossi still out in the front. Alder in second. Looks like Evil's just starting to drop off the back of him a little bit with them hard tyres. And then Locke literally now being hunted down by Kenobi. Again, it does look like Locke's car is squirmish through the corners compared to Kenobi's. Oh, Locke runs it wide, but has to correct it. Now Kenobi's right up the inside. Gets the inside. Job done for Kenobi. He's up to 4th. There's Dennis. Can Locke fight back? It does look like now the Kenobi is starting to pull away slightly from Locke. See, Locke's tyres as well are also degraded, where Kenobi's got a nice freshish set on. And Dennis as well. So Dennis, I don't think it'll be long before Dennis catches up to these two. And then we have Wolf in 7th. Marco still running in 8th. Solid job there by Marco at the moment. Just racing his own race. And Black Rhino out in 9th. 10th Catman. Brucey still in 11th at the moment. Smiles in 12th. Go further up, see if there's any battles. But it does look like Dennis is starting to slowly catch up Locke. As Kenobi's starting to pull away. Kenobi's not going to hang about whatsoever. See all three in one picture frame. So I think this is the battle at the moment. No one else is battling. So I'm just going to stay with these guys for a little bit longer. And there's Dennis 129 was his last lap. Oh, he's put a personal best sector in as well. 129, so it locks on a 130. Right about short of a second, I'd say, between them. And Locke gets it all wrong again. He looks like he's struggling with them tyres. See the degrading on him. Going down to the first corner, the hairpin. Jump on board with Dennis for a lap round Deep Forest. Dennis turns it in early, cuts the apex slightly, tries and gets a better exit. Locks makes his mistake, running it really wide. He could end up with a penalty. Through, yes he does. Goes through the complex of S's into the double right-hander. Ooh, a little slide there from Dennis. Down the left-hander, into the right-hander, then the left again. Just comes off the throttle, now into the tight left-hander, down to the back straight. Now Dennis has got locked in. This is going to be interesting to see. Dennis just streams past him. Job done. Now to chase down Kenobi. Into the last hairpin, the corner. 2 ways you can do it. Again, that car, Ferrari does look a little bit unsettled. And that's a lap round Deep Forest with Dennis. Appreciate it. So now Dennis will start, and Locke's gone in the pits. Again, obviously them tyres were getting really bad. So now Wolf's moved up to 6. Go through him. Dennis could start catching up to Kenobi as well. Evil still out in 3rd. He hasn't let go, he hasn't lost sight of Haldare, who's in 2nd. And we have Rossi up in front. Now Smiles is going to be blue flagged. She's going to have to move out the way. As there's a faster car approaching. Again, Evil still got hold of the fastest lap at the moment, but again, that can change throughout the course. As we're around about halfway-ish throughout the race. See Rossi's fuel light on as well. And we have Haldare. Evil's there. Haldare's mediums starting to wear thin now. So we won't have much grip left on him. And we have Evil again. Just holding his position at the moment. Kenobi in 4th. Literally now starting to get chased down by Dennis. Ooh, Dennis gets it a little bit wide. Just got to be careful in 1 or 2 of the corners. You will pick up a penalty. Going through. Again, the complex of turns. That's what I like about this track. You've got 2 nice long straights. And then you've got a complex of turns in 1 lump. So some cars are going to be stronger in that sector compared to their top end speed. Now Dennis is really starting to close up to Kenobi. But Dennis has picked up a half-second penalty for his troubles. That's not going to help him. And I think he'll take that on the next lap. And we have Rossi in the pits as well. So Haldare will move up to 1st. And then Evil into 2nd. And Rossi's just got into his pit box now. Where's Kenobi? Does Kenobi get past? He does. So does Dennis. I think he's going to get out before Wolf. Oh, I may be wrong. Here comes Wolf now. See, just out in front of him. Rossi sits in behind, and Rossi's gone for the soft option. Have a look at Wolf's tyres. They're not too bad at the moment, but he is running low on fuel. Back up the top. Obviously, Dennis is going to take that penalty now. Kenobi still in third, so he's going to pull a bit more of a gap away from him. And we have Evil still in second at the moment, with Halder in first, and the blue flags are waving. As it's for Smiles, so obviously she's going to be lapped at any point. Again, it doesn't matter if you're going to get lapped or not. If you're enjoying the race, that's what we need. Again, if you're seeing great battles throughout, doesn't matter whereabouts they are, that's what I want to see. I think that's what everyone else wants to see as well. But again, strategy is also great to see, with everyone being different. Now Rossi's on the back of Wolf. Can he do something about it? It looks like Wolf's going to come in this lap. As we'll see. But Rossi's there. He'll probably try and find a way past him if he can. Personal best sector there for Wolf. To the back straight now. Rossi's still there though. Dennis still chasing down Kenobi as well. Go through again. So is Wolf going to come in? Gonna have to. He does. Comes in. Now is he going to change his tyres, or is he going to hold them out? Don't forget, you need to use 3 compounds in this race for a minimum of 3 laps. No, he's just come in for fuel. He's going to try and hold them mediums on as long as possible. But we'll go back to the top. So Halder now in front. Evil in second. Kenobi third. Dennis, half-second penalty to take. Then we have Rossi in 5th. Marco's in 6th. Black Rhino 7th. 8th is Locke with another half-second penalty. I don't know if there is a trophy for how many penalties you get on this game. We have Brucey in 9th. Wolf in 10th. Matt Catman in 11th. And then we have Smiles. Oh, she's got a 3-second penalty. She's been in the pits. She must have crossed the pit lane line. So she's down in 12th. Again, racing her own race. Still learning. Between Evil and Kenobi, there is quite a considerate gap between them. Dennis does look like he's dropping off slightly now. just put a personal best in. And we have Rossi in 4th. Alder in 5th, being in the pits. Gone to the racing hards. Full tank. Marco, I'm going to guess he's going to come in the pits this time. Just fill his car up. Hopefully get rid of them hards. Thank you, Wolf. Yeah, some great battles going on with you guys. Black Rhino, 7th. And now Locke coming under fire from Brucey. Old v new in the cars. Plenty of life left in that old NSX. Also one of the expensive cars to buy out the game as well. I see Black Rhino ahead. Can Brucey do something about Locke? Can he get past? Both on different tyres. Locke's on the hards. Does he get him? No, he's just slightly dropped off a little bit. Not much though. But he's coming back at him though, down the straight. Takes a tighter line. Try and get that gap closed down to Locke. There's Locke. Again, not much difference between them in time and the gap. Now we have the blue flags out for Smiles. She's got 2 cars coming behind her. Now Brucey literally attached himself to the back of Locke's car. Gets it up the inside. This is going to be the overtake, I think, down towards the hairpin. Side by side. Brucey in the inside. Gets the tighter line. Locke runs it wide. Brucey gets the job done, but Alex is coming back at him. Trying to find a way past. Can he get him on the hairpin? Down to the first corner, again side by side. Brucey's on the outside this time, but can he get the switch back? But he's hanging it around the outside. He's not giving up. Clean racing as well. But Brucey still stays there. Alex is going to have to do it all over again. Brucey a little bit wide. Just hope he doesn't pick the penalty up. He does. That's unlucky. It's been such a great battle as well. But hopefully he can pull a little bit more of a gap out. Just tucking behind Locke. Again, the blue flags are still waving. Comes off the racing right to take the penalty. Right thing to do. Brucey's got it all to do again. Again, he hasn't lost much ground over Locke. But obviously with the lap car ahead, could be a bit of an issue. We'll go through the field while the two are still battling. Alder in 5th. 4th is Rossi. Dennis in 3rd. Kenobi 2nd. But at the moment, it's Evil out in 1st. Go through, then we have Smiles in 12th. Matt Catman in 11th. Marco 10th. Wolf 9th. Obviously Brucey in 8th, Lock 7, and Black Rhino in 6th. And obviously Smiles has now got Alex. Alex gets past, goes up the inside. Now can Brucey get past Smiles? Flash of the headlights. Is she going to let him past? This is quite fun and interesting to see. But Brucey can't find a way past that Beamer. Does he try and go and make the switch back? Was there a little bit of a nudge there? Let's have a look. Ooh. A little bit of bumper rubbing there from Brucey. Hopefully all in fun, I hope. Otherwise he will be in for it after the race off Smiles. But Brucey comes in the pits. So now Locke is in 6th still. So also Black Rhino's coming to the pits. So then we'll go up the field again. Obviously Evil starting 5th at the moment. Again, plenty more pit stops I think. Maybe another one. The last 13 laps now. Aldair in 4th. With Evil not too far behind him as well. And Rossi's up the 3rd. And we have Dennis, who's going to have to come in the pits with his fuel light on. He's going to squeeze the juice out of it. Go for another lap. Obviously Kenobi's come in the pits. Just bear with me a couple minutes, guys. Do apologise for that. So Dennis again out in 1st. So it's going to be really interesting to get driver of the day. Again, if you put your comments in the chat, it might just help me pick. And some great racing by the Lobby 3 guys. Move up through the field. Again, Locke with another penalty. And we have Wolf again doing a stellar job in 7th in the VW. Marco in 8th. Again, some solid drives by the Lobby 3 guys. Just keeping their own races. Doing what they need to do. And we have Matt Catman. And we have Dennis in the pits now as well. Then we have... What's that? Locke. Yep, he's going to take this penalty. It's Rossi out in front still. Now, Dennis has just pulled into his pit box. Where's Aldair? Aldair's coming round. He's going to move up the 2nd. Evil's moved up the 3rd. Kenobi's moved up the 4th. Where does Dennis come out? Locke's come in the pits as well. So Dennis comes out in 5th. There's Locke. And he's coming for a change of tyres this time. Obviously fuel, get rid of them hards. Drop down. Everyone seems just to be running their own race at the moment now. Obviously getting ready for the final few laps where all hell lets loose. Everyone's battling for positions. Oh, now there, he's got a second penalty as well. He's took it. That's allowing Evil to get past. So now Evil moves up to second place. But Rossi at the moment still out in first. Closing down on someone as well. Another back marker maybe. Blue flags are out as well. Now we have a battle going on here with Evil and Aldair. Oh, Evil just runs it a little bit wide, gets it corrected. But Aldair's on the side of him. Can he do anything? No, he doesn't. Doesn't do anything about it. Just didn't have the legs. Oh, a big slide there from Aldair. That's going to put him back further from Evil. Can he catch him back up though? That's the thing. Evil's on the medium tyre. Aldair's on the hard. I'm assuming they're going to be coming off before long, as we're now down to the last 10 laps of racing. There's Rossi, obviously he's now chasing down Smiles again, just to get past Evil. He's got Aldair behind, now Kenobi's behind, not too far behind Aldair, then Dennis in 5th. So these top 5 going to have some serious fun towards the end of the race, I think. So we've moved further down. Marco again doing a stellar job in 7th. We have Locke in 8th. There's Brucey 9th. Black Rhino 10th. Both these guys on the soft. Does look like Black Rhino is catching up to Brucey. Black Rhino's put a personal best sector in as well. Then we have Matt Catman. Smiles. A few little battles going on. Move up the field again. Dennis, ooh, he's got a half-second penalty. Obviously, he's enticed himself with Sweeties on the track. But Kenobi now chasing down Aldair. Can he do the job? Can he get him close enough to get to the airpin? As I think about it, ooh, a little bit squirmish on the entrance. Also Dennis as well. You see Mark Catman. Wow, Aldair just pulls away slightly on the straights. See Evil there, still in 2nd place. Not too far ahead. Oh, and Aldair's put a slide on. He's took too much of the curb. Gets a wheel on the grass. Very unlucky there, Aldair. So that's dropped him a place. And we have Wolf in the pits. See, some of these guys will probably have to make another pit stop. So again, it's going to be really close, especially with these guys from 3rd, 4th, 5th, and maybe 6th might play a part. He may not. Again, Rossi's still out in front. Putting in the 128 and 29, just can't seem to get that fastest lap take away from Evil. There is Evil out in second. There's Kenobi in third. Dennis out in fourth. Matt Capman, obviously, I think he's being lapped. Aldair's come in the pits as well. I think he's had enough of them hard tyres. As long as you've done 3 laps on them, minimum, and it's fine, you can get rid of them. Fuels it up. Won't need much fuel. Maybe unless he starts battling really hard. Pit crew send him out. And he's on the softs. So let's go up now. So I think Dennis is going to be. I think he's going to be okay for fuel and tyres to the end. Kenobi. Now, tyres are a little bit more degraded, but we'll see as the race goes on. Evil is on the mediums, and then Rossi. And Rossi comes into the pits actually. Gets rid of them softs. And where's Evil? There's Evil there. Kenobi right behind him. There's Dennis. Now we'll see where these guys go. Evil's going to take the lead. Rossi's just starting to fuel up now. Kenobi goes second. Dennis is going to go third. See Matt Capman's the lap down. And Dennis has put the fastest lap in so far of a 1:27.982. And Rossi comes out fourth. Obviously he's got fresher tyres on against the boys up ahead of him. So this is going to be really interesting to see now. Now we have a battle for second and first. This is going to start hotting up. There's Dennis. Just need to get that gap closed down, because if these two have an incident or anything, he could take the lead. Quickly go down the back of the grid. There's Smiles out in 12th. Mark Capman in 11th. Brucey in 10th. Wolf 9th. Black Rhino 8th. Lock in 7th. Battling hard with Marco. And Marco's tyres are slightly degraded now. Lock gets it up the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Again, Lock trying his best to get past, but Marco's doing some great defending. Making Lock do the hard work. Lock gets it up the inside. But Marco's still holding the outside. Great battling by these two. Lock again trying his best to get past. Gets it up the inside, coming down towards the last corner of the hairpin. Marco just with his nose still out. He may get the switch back. Runs it wide. Keeps it wide, keeps on the outside. There's Black Rhino. But Lock gets in front. Great battle between them two. Nice and clean. Again. Marco's come back at him. Down to the first corner. Oh, Lock gets a slide. Again, battling hard. Side by side. This is great battling so far between these two. See the top 5 all in a line. This is the battle here, but Lock's slightly got ahead now. Obviously with slightly fresher tyres than Marco, but Lock runs it wide, nearly wipes himself out with the barrier. Now Marco's come back at him. Side by side still. Lock on the inside. Marco on the outside still. But Marco's not giving an inch up. He's not giving that place up so easily. Great defending by him. Again, making Locke do all the work. Wearing his tyres out. Again, they still go side by side. And we have Kenobi in the lead. But at the moment, it's this battle going on. Jump back to them. They're still battling. So we have Kenobi in the lead. Evil's in second. Third is Dennis. Closely followed now by Rossi. He's massively caught up to the guys in front. Again, the fresher set. He's working. Now we're into the last 3 or 4 laps of racing. This is where it's going to start to spice up now. Who can hold out with the tyres? Kenobi still out in front, but his tyres are really starting to wear. Evil is on the mediums, but he's hardly got any wear on him, so he's won't need to pit or anything. Dennis, again, his tyres are starting to wear. And then we have Rossi, fresh set of softs, literally now on the back of Dennis. He's going to try and put a move on Dennis now. He's going to set him up towards the hairpin. Gets him up on the side. Evil be looking in his mirrors to see what's going on. Doesn't do it. Pulls it back in. Thinks twice at the moment. Oh, Rossi just runs it a little bit too wide. Just hope he doesn't pick up a penalty. He does. That's unlucky, especially towards the closing stages of the race. But I'm sure he'll fight back. But this is great racing by these 4. And obviously, let's see where Locke is. Now, Locke's pulled away now from Marco. Again, these 2 had a fantastic battle for a couple of laps. So we move down the field. Obviously, Rolf now on the back of Rhino. Can Rolf find a way past him? Gets it set up, down for the hairpin. Does he get the move done? Gets it round, but will Black Rhino make the switch back? Oh, Wolf runs it wide. But it's Wolf out in front now. He's got the job done. Black Rhino's going to sit there. Can he make a fight back with it? As we're on lap 41. Halder out in 5th. Rossi, obviously he's took that penalty and he's still there with the guys. Dennis starting to get them on the back of Evil. And then Kenobi out in front at the moment on really worn tyres as we go to lap 42. One more lap after this. Kenobi, can he hold on for one more lap after this one? The tyres are really starting to wear down, but he should just have enough to do it. Evil on the medium still. See Dennis's tyres, he's starting to struggle. The car wants to just slide. And then we have Rossi right behind. So now Dennis is going to have to start thinking either attack or defend. Oh no, what's happened to Evil? What's happened to all 3? Is that a bit of an internet problem? It does look like it. They all follow each other. That's a really, really strange one to happen. And Kenobi. It does look like there's been an internet problem. And then it all just reimbursed. That is one nasty internet connection problem. Yellow flags are out as well. Or were. So Kenobi's still out in front. Yeah, you can see everyone's starting to bounce left to right. Evil's in second. Rossi's third. So the outcome of that is Dennis has dropped down to fourth. And he's hardly got any fuel left, but I think he's got enough to make one more lap. So Kenobi still holds on to first. Final lap. Evil coming under fire now from Rossi. Now can Rossi make a move on Evil? This is going to get really, really interesting now. As we come through the complex, Kenobi's just got to hold out. But obviously the tyres are really starting to wear now, so he's going to start fighting the grip. Evil, Rossi, Dennis, Aldair, Locke, Marco, Wolf, Marco. Again, you can see these guys at the back glitching as well. Black Rhino, Brucey, Mark Catman, Smiles Magoo. But at the moment, it's Kenobi out in the lead. Evil's there. Last chance for Evil. Last chance for Rossi to try and make a move. Does look like they're a little bit too far away. Kenobi still holding first. Dennis starting to catch up, but it's not going to be enough. He's come down now to the start finish. And it does look like it's going to be a close one. But it's going to be Kenobi who takes the win. Evil second, Rossi third, Ferrari 1, 2, 3. Dennis brings it home in fourth. Aldair is going to bring it home in fifth. Great racing by these guys. Aldair did well in the first few stages. Obviously just one or two mistakes were made, which is easily done. Then 6 is going to be Locke. No one around him. Puts a big slide on it. Have we got any more battles going on? No, doesn't look like it. So everyone now just comes round. So Locke is going to take 6th. 7th is going to be Wolf. And then we have Black Rhino in 8th, bringing it home. And then Marco, 9th. Mark Catman's already finished, so there's Smiles Magoo. And last but not least, we need to get to tap off Smiles. Brucey bringing it home in 10th. So I hope you enjoyed, guys. If you do like, please do like and subscribe. It'll be much appreciated. And hopefully I'll see the Lobby Freak guys at some point soon. So please enjoy. See you for now.